What did I get at Spirit Halloween? Let's check it out.
Make sure to press the like button, smash the subscribe button, and guess what?
What?
Turn on the notifications. Thank you.
Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to MaskMonger channel. It is I, the MaskMonger, Vinny Ratlock, and all those other names and stuff here on this channel of the MaskMonger. We welcome you. And as you do know, some of you do know, some of you don't. Maybe it's your very first time watching this. We do unboxings, we do boxings because I also sell masks. So I show you my creations I'm getting ready to send out. I show you pieces of my collection. We do fun little things like Voorhees, or as well as just modifying Jason masks. We talk about a lot of it's Friday the 13th stuff I like to talk about, not Jason Universe because that sucks. Yeah, and I talk about other things that I enjoy that I'm a part of, like VoltCon, in conjunction PaleFest, and the beat goes on. So if you guys just saw the previous video, I did a quick little rundown of the Spirit Halloween closest to me. And as I was going, I basically told my wife on that day, it was her birthday, and wanted to celebrate birthday because she said she there was something there that she wanted. And we went there and we saw it. We went to go purchase it, and they let us know that they only had the displays at the time. They're supposed to be getting it in by Wednesday. So we are waiting for Wednesday to go pick up her. It'll be a belated birthday gift, but either way. And, well, like I said, I wanted to get some footage and film around and stuff. Even my youngest wanted to participate, and I got to hand him the phone so he could sit there and film as well. So good job on that, bud. And we went to the mask area, and we just saw a couple pieces. Some I liked, some I didn't like. Just, some are whatever. Some are like, oh, that's cool. And then you look at the price tag, and you're like, no. But there was this one piece that just kept sticking out to me. Even after I told my wife about it, she's like, just go get it. I was like, but it's your birthday. She's like, honey, go get it. You've already done enough for my birthday. And, it's my wife's birthday. You don't always, no matter how much you do, you think that it's not enough. But I listened to her, and I went ahead and I got it, and I'm going to show you the mask. And if I ask you what you think of the mask, you're not going to know right away, because the reason why I got this mask has something to do with one of my friends, not just one of my friends, but also something that my friend referenced it, and I remembered it because it is actually something that I covered in school. So here's the bag, and I'm going to show you right now. This is the Spirit Flesh Creature latex mask, and there we go. Boom, check that out. So basically it covers the entire head. You look through here, it's the head. It makes your head just a big mouth, right? Okay, no eyes, none of that. So, and you guys are thinking, well, why do you want just a big old, well, first off, I love the teeth. The mouth is just awesome. But the reason why I wanted this is more than just, this mask itself, because it reminds me of one of my early projects in school. It was like high school or maybe late middle school. No, I think it was like freshman, sophomore year. We're doing stuff with like Greek mythology. We were all supposed to be covering different gods. Everybody in our class got to pick a specific god. And what I did was I picked like 3 gods. And it dealt with gods in the dream realm. There was like Morpheus. I forget the second one, but then there's this guy who goes by the name Phobator. And Phobator is the god of nightmares. So he feeds on your fears and your dreams and stuff. And Phobator, like phobia, so deals with fears. And a lot of times he was depicted in different ways, and I chose the one from this Greek mythology book that we had in the library, and the image was of this human-esque creature in the robe and everything like that, but the whole head was just nothing but this. The head was just hollowed out with just this big mouth, teeth, and everything like that. And I just thought that's crazy for a god, you know. Not only that, years and years and years and years and years later, 5 years ago, so 2021, my buddy Spooky Brucey is doing Tales of Midnight. Which was a great series, great channel. Even though he hasn't done anything recently, I would still suggest anybody that I know to go watch it. If you like true crime, if you like cryptids, just creepy things in general, he is worth the watch. He is worth the subscription. But he actually does a special on nightmares and talks about just like nightmares in general, how your dreams are. He talks about sleepwalking, parasomnias, and stuff like that. But when he gets down to it, he then introduces Phobator.
It is said that nightmares represent your innermost fears. Of course they do, as even the word phobia finds its roots in his name. To his fellow gods he is Icolus, but to you of man, he is to be called Phobator. He is the god of nightmares, and all terror is of his dominion.
In that shot, he had actually, and I think a year prior to that, he had a art gala where, because he's outstanding artist, awesome mask maker. When he started getting more into making the masks, I actually have a piece. It's not here because I was moving stuff around. I do have it. Matter of fact, I'll put a link for it down there. You can click on it and see what the mask is. It's so creepy. But not only did he do smaller stuff, he also did some bigger, like upper torso characters. And one of them that he did was Phobator, and it had the, kind of like the Greekish style robe and whatnot, and the whole head was there, hollowed out teeth, tongue hanging out, and I was like, that is wicked. And I was like, I know who this is, and I think I took a picture with me and him by it and stuff, because I was just so happy to see that, and I wanted that Phobator so bad. I just couldn't afford it at the time. And as a matter of fact, I was trying out for it when he needed a Phobator voice. I sent him a couple of voice recordings as Phobator, because I wanted to, when I found out he was doing it, I was like, please let me be the voice of Phobator. He ended up going with somebody else, but they did a better job. But yeah, like, he did such an outstanding job of that version. Even though this is not like the version that he did, this completely reminds me of that god. Now, like I said, there is a little bit of differences. Like, in the artistry that I remember, his skin was more of like a palish blue, and whatnot. I mean, the mouth was still like teeth, this and that, but the skin itself was almost like a corpse blue, if you will. So I don't know if I'll repaint that or not. Like, I even had the idea of when I got it, I was like, okay, this is what I'm going to be for Halloween. I want to make me a Phobator outfit. The kind of like a cloak, a hood, cover the back of it, and then maybe some kind of like toga robes or something. Would be pretty cool. But yeah, so this is the piece I just had to have. They only had one of them. I don't know if they're going to put more out there, but the fact that I only saw one told me I needed to get this before it was gone, before I was going to regret not getting it. So, this is the only thing I left with at Spirit Halloween. Will I go back again? I don't know. Everything was okay. Nothing really jumped out that made me want to grab it, even when they do their like one day 20% off type thing. So there you have it. Like I said, I know it's called the Flesh Creature. I call it Phobator. And this is, made in Mexico. Oh, I like that. It's a little flaming skull and crossbones logo there. I don't know who that means though. So I'm guessing that even though it says made in Mexico, the skull and crossbones might be a specific artist. So I'll ask Mike Covert. Mike, who's got this? Who uses that as their mark when they make masks? There you go. So yeah, I love it. And it's fun because I'm linking this mask with something that I knew from Greek mythology. Where else are you going to see stuff like that? So thank you guys very much for checking this out. I appreciate you guys hanging out, liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting. And for some of you guys that watch this video and then you go message me on Facebook Messenger to talk to me about the video, please talk about the video here on YouTube, because you leaving and talking to me on my Messenger or anywhere that is not below this video hurts my algorithm. Nobody else gets to discover me because you are keeping this to yourself basically when you don't comment down there. So please, if you have anything you want to say about this, or if you just want to talk randomly through YouTube, comment section. Do it. Alright guys, I'm out of here. Say goodbye to Phobator. Goodbye everybody. And like we always say, I'll see you in your dreams.
It is said that nightmares represent your innermost fears. Of course they do, as even the word phobia finds its roots in his name. To his fellow gods he is Icolus, but to you of man, he is to be called Phobator. He is the god of nightmares, and all terror is of his dominion. The land of sleep is where the god Hypnos and his children dwelled. There lived Morpheus, the god of dreams, and of course his brother and my friend, Phobator. Phobator was the personification of your repressed anxieties, tormenting the dreams of mortal man by taking the shape of what they feared most. Enjoying each moment of hell he wrought upon the unsuspecting dreamer. The ancient Greeks believed that each god in the pantheon was tasked with a facet of human existence, some with gifts to bestow upon the earth, others to blight the land with darkness. They were wise in knowing that even the wicked gods must be appeased, for to deny a god's existence could mean reprisal. Oh, how things have changed. The pillars have crumbled, and the temples are left in ruin. Man has become recklessly conceited, putting their faith in themselves alone, forgetting that in the end they rot away in a box, while the names of gods live on forever.